Are you smiling?
I'm
What are you
thinking
smiling
about
about?
things that interest me, and because I'm thinking about things that interest me, it's getting me to feel a little bit happier. I think.
You always use your hands like when you're trying to explain something. So,
I see.
yeah. So, is that your thought process?
Yeah, it is. I would say it definitely is.
So, are your hands kind of like a do they kind of are they connected to the way you think most of the time?
Yeah, I would say they're usually associated with my mental state.
Okay, we're gonna do that again. Make sure you're talking loud so the microphone can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. I'll cue you. This is the plan. We're gonna go to the pool area,
Yes.
and I'm gonna interview you there, right?
Yep.
And we're just gonna talk about like who you are, what is, who is Garrett, basically, and we don't need to go into the pool, because you said you don't want to go into the pool.
Yes.
That's fine. So it's just gonna be very personal. Just be as personal as you want. No need to worry.
Like reveal any really deep, dark secrets, right?
I mean, it's up to you.
It's up to me.
It's up to you. Whatever you feel most comfortable, sharing on screen.
Whatever information I'm most comfortable sharing on screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
So whatever you feel most comfortable. So you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go.
So I'm being interviewed today by my friend Brian Thomas. We became friends in college. I'm very happy to know him. He's a really awesome, smart, and kind guy. And yeah, I'm really lucky to have him as a friend. And yes, he is interviewing me today because he is curious to learn more about my mental condition slash disability called autism, which is something that is like a rare kind of mental condition slash disability that, I mean, I think it used to be like incredibly rare, like maybe 1 in 1,000, but now it's gotten a lot bigger than that. Like it's probably like 1 in every 75. And so last I checked, it's about 1.7% of the United States population. I don't know about the world. I'm curious to look later, but regardless. So it's a rare mental condition that I have that is biological and that has given me some obstacles in life for sure. That a lot of people who are in the other 98.3% of the country do not have academically and socially. But despite the because I guess autism kind of affects the brain and how it perceives things and how it thinks.
Hello?
Hey Garrett,
I'm ready to go.
you ready to go? Okay.
Yep, let's do this.
Remember how you were talking about earlier? You wanted to figure out like how many people worldwide have the autism spectrum disorder.
Well, I was curious because I only looked in America. I am curious about worldwide though.
So worldwide, it's about 1%. So
Just about 1%.
yeah, so there's about 8 billion people in this world. So 1% of 8 billion.
Would be 1% of 8 billion. Let's see, would that be 80 million
1%. 1%
of 8 billion?
percent of 8 billion. That's 80 million. You're right. It's 80 million.
Okay, so yeah, that's still, it's a bummer though. It's like 8 billion, just 80 million worldwide. Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah, but the thing is, in the entire world, 80 million people have autism, and there's 8 billion people. But the thing is, you're not alone though. there's so many people like you that are out there, so you're not alone.
Yeah, it's good to know. Yes, it helps me a lot to know that I'm not alone. If I was alone, that would be all the more neurologically detrimental for me, for sure.
The most important thing people need to know about autism is that people on the autism spectrum need to learn what the norm is in terms of behavior. Not because they don't want to act well, but because, more or less, because their brains biologically develop differently than the norm. The normal way of behaving that most people find to be acceptable and or satisfactory is not something that comes naturally to autistic people. Like, when I was younger, I think some social problems I had were because the natural form of mental and social interaction did not come naturally to me like it does to the majority of the public being non-autistic. So with that in mind, I personally hate the idea of giving up because it kind of just seems to lead to bad things. So with that in mind, I really love the idea of like never giving up because it seems like you can only do good things. Like Martin Luther King Jr. only fought racism with never giving up his determination. So being autistic, I definitely being such a small percentage of the country, I have definitely had a lot to teach people, but with my efforts, I have taught them a lot, and a lot of people have said they've enjoyed getting to know me, both autistic people and non-autistic people, which is very important because, it makes me feel happy to know that with my efforts and with my not giving up, which my parents taught me a long time ago, the importance of that I'm making progress helping autistic people make progress in contributing to society.